Lucifer versus Superman Cosmic Armor. Who would win in a fight? No matter who you are a fan of, please subscribe to support me. Thank you, love you all very much. When entering the world of DC, it is easy to realize that the boundary between the possible and the impossible has almost disappeared. There exist entities whose mere mention makes the concept of power become small. Among them, Lucifer always stands in a position that very few are qualified to approach. His nature is not only power, but also absolute freedom when possessing the ability to shape reality as he wishes. It is that power that allows Lucifer to rise to the level of a being with divine nuances, existing beyond the limits of the multiverse, as if he observes all timelines from an unimaginable height. Parallel to Lucifer, the image of Superman brings a different story. Through countless generations of stories, he has appeared in many appearances. Each appearance is an affirmation of the infinite potential of this symbol, in which Cosmic Armor Superman is always mentioned as the strongest version that DC has ever created. His birth is not only to fight evil, but also to confront threats beyond all limits that readers can imagine. Cosmic Armor Superman is designed as a protector of the story, an entity born from the will, to maintain the balance of reality. If such a confrontation were to happen, Lucifer would have no need to try. With a single thought, the entire battle would be over, because nothing in DC, except the presence, could stand against him. Superman's strength has always been described as being on a level that is hard for ordinary people to imagine. He has shown feats that have amazed fans, including the ability to lift over 2 billion tons, even pushing an entire planet when necessary. He stands outside that structure like an observer of the entire reality operating in the palm of his hand. Cosmic Armor Superman, despite possessing multiversal power, was created to protect against threats that could disrupt the flow of existence. However, his power is still affected by the laws of the context in which he was born. On the contrary, Lucifer is not bound by any limits. His ability to shape reality is so strong that all concepts of matter, time, and will can be turned around at will. It is this absolute freedom that makes any confrontation with him meaningless. Lucifer's power is not only described as limitless, but also flexible according to each situation. When needed, he can increase his power to overwhelm any opponent, no matter how strong that opponent is described in the DC comic book. This explains why Lucifer is always ranked in a position that very few characters can reach. He is the strongest son of God, a testament to his power beyond the imagination of most entities in the multiverse. When you pit Cosmic Armor Superman against Lucifer Morningstar, the difference becomes clear. One is a warrior born to protect an ideal, the other is a being who walks the realms of creation with a primal power beyond all limits. If such a confrontation were to happen, Lucifer would have no need to try. With a single thought, the entire battle would be over, because nothing in DC, except the presence, could stand against him. Superman's strength has always been described as being on a level that is hard for ordinary people to imagine. He has shown feats that have amazed fans, including the ability to lift over 2 billion tons, even pushing an entire planet when necessary. But that's just what his regular version can do. When he dons the Cosmic Armor Superman appearance, his strength enters a completely different level. This special body does not exist to maintain a fixed state, but to evolve. It reacts to the threat at hand, adjusting itself, increasing its strength so that Superman is always in a position to confront the strongest opponent in any situation. However, Cosmic Armor Superman, despite being created with the purpose of surpassing its own limits, still cannot reach an entity like Lucifer. Lucifer's nature exceeds what the multiverse can control. Not only is he stronger than any other being, but he also exists as an immortal angel, unaffected by time or the laws of life and death. Because he is an entity that transcends the division of life and death, all concepts of harm become meaningless to him. Beings who have reached the level of Lucifer are not completely invulnerable. Michael Demiurgos, the only one who possesses power comparable to Lucifer, was once killed by a fellow angel. This reveals the truth that Lucifer's life can be threatened, but only by beings of divine origin. Beings outside the ranks of angels are completely unable to harm him. What makes Lucifer unique is his ability to exist and transcend boundaries that even other omnipotent entities must be wary of. He was able to overcome the Overvoid without any problems, a clear demonstration that Lucifer's realm cannot be measured by the yardstick of multiversal warriors like Cosmic Armor Superman. The name Man of Steel is not just a title, but also a testament to Superman's superhuman ability to endure attacks that would tear any other living being apart. What stunned fans in his normal version was just the beginning. As Cosmic Armor Superman, his durability reached a whole new level. Instead of facing danger at his limits, he thrived on that danger. Each time his opponent became more formidable, his body instantly rebuilt itself, increasing its protective layer to overcome the challenge at hand. One of the clearest demonstrations of Cosmic Armor Superman's superhuman endurance was the fact that he survived an attack with the power of over 50 collapsing universes. Such an event could wipe out all of reality, yet he stands firm, as if his power were born to defy all laws. However, Cosmic Armor Superman, though nearly invulnerable, is limited to the multiverse. Meanwhile, Lucifer's nature transcends all boundaries, even the most omnipotent beings must respect. He is an angel who possesses half of the power of the presence, which allows him to manipulate reality to his own liking. The universe can be changed with a single thought. The entire law of existence can be rewritten if that is what he desires. Whatever abilities multiversal beings think they can achieve pale in comparison to Lucifer. As powerful as Lucifer is, his power has one limitation: he cannot create life. That ability belongs only to Michael Demiurgos, who is given the power of creation by the presence. And this further highlights Lucifer's unique position, an entity that is both great, dangerous, and beyond any scale that Cosmic Armor Superman can reach, no matter how powerful he is. Superman has all the standard Kryptonian powers and abilities in that he has superhuman physical abilities, flight, heat vision, and superhuman breath. However, Cosmic Armor Superman has all of that, but is exponentially more powerful than the regular version of the Man of Steel. Above all, he is a plot device that will only become stronger as he faces stronger opponents. Cosmic Armor Superman is also so powerful that he is a being on a multiversal level, as he can communicate with different universes at will. Cosmic Armor Superman has godlike abilities that make him multiversal powerful. But Lucifer is beyond the multiverse, and is God, except he does not have the power to create life. No one possesses such vast insight as Lucifer. His power is so close to the presence that knowledge is not something to be sought, but something that is inherent to him. From the smallest fluctuations in each layer of reality to the movements of the entire multiverse, all appear in his mind like an endless stream. As a result, Lucifer's understanding surpasses any entity that has ever appeared, although occasionally there are creatures cunning enough to attract his attention. Superman was already known for his superior intellect in the Kryptonian community, where each individual evolved to become much sharper than a human. But when he steps into the form of Cosmic Armor Superman, that intellect is raised to a completely different level. He has the ability to analyze and perceive the situation in the entire universe, not only by natural intelligence, but also by the unique mechanism of the cosmic armor, which was created to understand the story as it is happening. Cosmic Armor Superman functions as a machine capable of sensing fluctuations in the farthest realities, even tracking the pulse of the multiverse. That awareness makes him a special kind of intellect, far beyond the physical limits of any other hero. But no matter how much he understands, he still cannot reach the level of absolute knowledge. In contrast, Lucifer's omniscience is second only to God. He does not need to seek answers because all the answers are already present within him. It is this difference that makes the intellectual comparison between Lucifer and Cosmic Armor Superman so clear. One is infinite knowledge, the other is superior but still limited awareness, and in this comparison, Lucifer is still the pinnacle that no one in DC, except the presence, can reach. Although he almost never needs to act in the way of a warrior, Lucifer still has a martial arts background that has been trained since the beginning of the heavens. Angels are born to maintain order, so it is only natural that they are proficient with a variety of weapons. As such, Lucifer possesses exquisite sword skills, enough to make him an equal to any other angel if forced to fight without relying on his powers. He is not the best fighter in DC, but his combat prowess has been honed enough to face outstanding opponents if he is stripped of his omnipotence. Superman, on the other hand, entered the world of fighting from a very low level, but through rigorous training with Batman and Wonder Woman, he gradually developed the demeanor of a complete warrior. That is why many enemies mistakenly think that he only relies on physical strength, when in fact Superman has become a true battlefield fighter. However, when it comes to Cosmic Armor Superman, the story goes to another level. This entity not only learns, but also continuously evolves while fighting. If he faces a skilled opponent, the space armor will analyze, adapt, and improve his abilities in the middle of the fight. Every strike, every movement of the opponent becomes data that helps him grow. Thanks to this mechanism, Cosmic Armor Superman is almost impossible to overwhelm in the field of skills, because he only needs a few moments to surpass any master. Lucifer, despite possessing boundless knowledge and power beyond all scales, cannot use his power to create combat experience. Skills are something that must be acquired by the body and time. This is where Cosmic Armor Superman has a clear advantage in this aspect. When the battle is based entirely on technique, Superman's adaptive robot self will take the lead, and for that reason, he is the one with the advantage. The comparison between Cosmic Armor Superman and Lucifer Morningstar always evokes a distinct sense of disparity. Cosmic Armor Superman is the embodiment of ultimate defense, created to counter threats beyond the multiverse, but while his power can scale infinitely, the ultimate boundary he reaches is still limited to the story he belongs to. Lucifer his power is not the result of accumulating energy or surpassing physical limits, but the manifestation of an entirely different level of existence. With just a fleeting thought, Lucifer can erase his own form and recreate it at will. This is not a showy power to determine victory or defeat, but a near absolute power, second only to the presence. It is this fundamental difference that creates a deep gap between them, to the point that even the most powerful version of Superman cannot reach the ladder where Lucifer stands. Cosmic Armor Superman is undoubtedly a monumental achievement in the DC lore. Born from the intersection of the ideal and the metaphysical, his size once exceeded that of an observable universe, and a snap of his fingers was enough to wipe out countless realities. Cass even transcended the very structure of narrative, becoming an entity that existed beyond the pages of a book, possessing the nature of omniversal in 6 dimensions. However, no matter how great he was still bound to the predetermined purpose of protecting the story. Lucifer is different. He is both a warrior and an embodiment of hope against forces that go beyond the normal rules of the multiverse. Rarely anyone reaches the transcendent stature of Lucifer. His nature far exceeds any standard of power that Superman can reach, even when talking about Cosmic Armor Superman. The reason is very clear, because where Lucifer exists is not just the multiverse, but the space beyond any concept that the multiverse can encompass. With such a clear difference in levels, this confrontation. When placing Cosmic Armor Superman against Lucifer Morningstar, the result is winner, Lucifer. So guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Love you much.